Okay, this presentation is about network slicing with OSM. Basically, I'm going to do an overview of network slicing, and after that we will have a hands-on session, instantiating a network slice, and after that a shared network slice. Okay. So in the scope of 5G, we have network slicing feature to separate physically and logically services among the network. So we have kind of service like EMBB, sorry, other service that require ultra low latency, and other for IoT. So we can create different slides to handle the traffic through the network. And this gives the separation required on the network. So the main considerations that the HCNFV framework made and what is implemented here in OSM is basically in two things. The first one is the possibility to do the network service composition inside a slide. This means that you can allocate in a network slice several network services, and those network services will be connected through them inside a slice. And the second important thing that is implemented in open source MANO is the concept of sharing network slice templates. Okay, this shared have several reasons for reutilization of resource and connecting different slices. Like for instance, if we have a network service that require expensive license, or it is the core of the application, and the network, then you can deploy another slice that have that network service shared to bring the traffic from the edge to the core, and use the license that it's supplied in the shared network slice. Okay. So the goal for today in the hands-on session is to create this network slice template. Okay, in OSM we use network slice template in order to model what we're going to deploy in our slice. So for today we have a slice that's composed by 3 network services. These network services named in a slice concept network slice subnets. Okay, network slice subnet is a network service, and these network services are connected through VLDs. In this case, is like a cable. It can be modeled like a cable or a switch. Okay, this is VLDs, and the connection point from the network service through the VLD connects one network service from one side to other. As you can see in the picture, we have a middle network service that have 3 connection points, and at the edges we have another network service that only have 2 connection points. Okay, let me go to the requirement. Okay, so if you have the presentation, you can go to this FTP server and download the complete list for the session of today. Also, well, you can find there the VNFDs plus the network service descriptors that we need here, and the 2 network slice templates. The first one is the complete service that we're going to deploy first, and the second slice is the one that we'll share. Okay, so for the second case that we are going to demonstrate today. So if we zoom in the VNFDs, we have two BNFDs. The first one have 2 connection points and specific characteristics, and the second one BNFD have 3 connection points with specific characteristics similar, like CPU, RAM, okay, disk is the BNF that at the end it will land in our slice. So in terms of network service descriptor, this network service descriptor that have 2 connection points that are located at the edge, as we saw in the network slice template. This one in particular contains the VNFD, okay, that also have 2 connection points. The middle network service descriptor contains the middle VNFD with the 3 connection points. So at this point, well, the network slice template is composed by the 3 network service descriptor, and there's the respective VLDs, okay, to make all the connections among them. So any question until now? If you have any question, you can write it on the chat or bring to interrupt me and make your questions. Okay, great. So this is an example from the first network slice template that we're going to develop today. As you can see here, we need 3 main points of informations. One is based on the this block at the top, which contains a D name and 2 others, 2 parameters. The second point is the net slice subnet. That is the place where we define the network slice, the network services, and the net slice VLD, that are the connections among these network slice subnets. So let's go a bit deep.
Sorry, I have one question.
Yes.
Here, quality of service, there is an ID 1. What its meaning? So how it can understand what's the quality of service? Just writing ID 1.
Yes. Let's comment this by using this slide. So if we see the information model that is available here in the repo, then for the first part we have some information that is optional, another that is required. The minimal thing that you need is this part. So ID is the ID of the network slice template, name is the name of the network slice template, but then you have SNSS AI identifier. Okay, that is the place where you set the slice service type. We had three slice service type, EMBP, the one for IoT and the other for reliability communications. So apart from that, we have the slice differentiator, differentiator that is in a string. Okay, so and the tree of quality of service. So this was your question, where's come this ID and so. So currently, and the OSM implementation, we are not enforcing any quality of service from the network slice template definition, and also we are not enforcing any let's say configuration of the infrastructure having the identifier. What we are doing now is having these parameters in the network slice template, because if someone read the slice definition, it can identify which type of service you are deploying and setting the quality of service. If you fill all these parameters, then have more information about it. But currently, well, you have to allocate at least one quality of service. This means that we are not enforcing any quality of service when you deploy in a slice, nor applying a configuration over the infrastructure when you set the slide service type. This is something that currently OSM is not enforcing when you deploy an network slice template.
But in reality, we need to convert this parameter into Vim to give a type of quality. But currently, it's not enforcing to do anything. So
exactly, yes. Sorry, I didn't get the last part. What was your question?
How can we perform the real quality of service in the network? How to pass through this parameter into the Vim or
yes. Currently, you can do it manually. Okay, if you know that a service that require ultra low latency, then you allocate the network that you previously know that it will be it will have that ultra low latency that you require for your service. Or if you have a huge amount of bandwidth, then you can allocate on the network that you know that have those requirements. So really you can do it by manually, because when you instantiate a network slice template, you can set in the Buildis, you can set the networks, and if you previously know the networks that support that capabilities, then you can allocate your slice there. So this is the way that you can do it now.
So we can use a pre-configured network. If it's already allocated, the resources are allocated, and we will give a certain network use it during the slice instantiation, right?
Exactly. Yes, that's the way that you can do it now. So that's why this information is valuable here in the network slice template, because reading the network slice template, then you can have an idea where to deploy which network you can use to deploy your slide based on the requirements that you have in the slice template. Okay.
But in the future, is there any plan to pass through these parameters directly? Is there any plan to do it in the future?
We have had some conversation about it. So currently we don't have, let's say, a feature for it, but for sure it will be in the roadmap. Okay.
Thank you.
I cannot tell you where it lands, but for sure it will land at some point.
Thank you.
Any other question? Okay, so we have this first block of parameters here, and then is the first thing that you require in your for your network slice template. The second thing we mentioned was the net slice subnets. Okay, and are defined based on the network slice in the network service descriptors. That's why you have a network service descriptor ref. That is the name of your network service descriptor, and you have to set an ID. Also, it's very important to take into account this parameter is shared network slice subnet. For the first slice, we are going to share the middle the middle network service that if you remember the pictures in the middle of the network slice template, and these are the H that are not shared. Okay, so this is information that we put here in the net slice subnet. The other interesting thing, and the third, this is where is coming the information. Okay, so to fill the network slice subnet, I mentioned that comes from the network slice descriptor reference. If you go to your network service descriptor and the catalog, then you get the ID and put in the network slice subnet NSD ref. The last thing that you need for to create a network slice template is the NetSlice VLD. So here, if you see the information model, that you have the information here in the link below, you can set the love dots parameter, but the required are the minimal are the ones that we use it here in the NetSlice VLD. As you remember, the NetSlice VLD is the switcher cable between the network services or network slice subnets. So basically, we define the IDs, the names, the type of network, and if it is management or not, the connection points that the VLD will connect. Okay, based on the network slice subnet ref and the network service descriptor connection point ref. I have the next slide. Okay, is the flow that you can use to get the what to write here in the network slice template. So first you need to get the network slice subnet reference. That this is coming from your network slice subnet section description. This network slice subnet description reference to a network service descriptor, and the network service descriptor, the connection point that you would like to connect is referenced there. So in this case, this particular case, we are going to use the first network slice subnet, okay, that reference to a network service descriptor that have the connection point as the connection point management. This is the one point that we will connect our VLD, okay, for the slice. Let me, okay, if we go back a little bit, yeah. Yes, then, well, for the first VLD of the slice, we will connect all the connection points from the network slice subnets to the top, okay? The second network, the other VLD is the one that connect the edges to the middle. So it is here. Okay, this is the connection point, and the other VLD is to connect the edge with the middle network service. Any question until now? Okay, so after the explanation of the descriptor and the template, we have a set of parameter commands that we can use in the using the OSM client to upload the package, to upload the network service, to upload the templates, create, show, and so on. These are the artifacts that are available to download in the Hackfest FTP, and this is the command that you need to manage that. So let me, I'm going to upload now the resource, the artifacts to OSM. So if I go to, I'm going to do via drag and drop. I have have here the resource. So I'm going to drag and drop the slide Hackfest NFT, and also the middle BNFD. Okay, so we have these two, plus the network service package. We're going to track the middle network service here, and the edge. Okay, so now we have the VNF and the network service, and then we can upload the net slice template. I want to comment that I don't know if you used it before. If you have Visual Studio Code, then here you can install the tool for autocompletion of the descriptor. So the feature you can use it to write more quick your descriptor and avoid typos and so on. So I have installed it here in my PC. And so here, for instance, if you want to know more, you click Control space, and yeah, this is connected to the information model, and you can add more, add more information that you need, and also helps you if you made a mistake. For instance, if this value is an integer and you set true, then okay, say it's incorrect type, you need to put a number and some help, okay, about it, about the commands. So okay, this is the network slice template I'm going to upload. So it's also drag and drop. Let me drop the slide Hackfest NFT here. And it's not okay. The slice was added, a slice template, and we can instantiate it. So let's use the command line interface to instantiate it, following the presentation. Also, you can follow the user documentation that is based on the slides I just presented right now. Let me paste it here in the chat. Fine. So these are the commands that you can use to read the package. Let's use the NST in order to check if it is there. It is NST list. Oops, it's not capital letter. Okay, fine. So we have our slide Hackfest NST. So in order to instantiate the network slide template, you have the command OSM I create, and with this command, well, you can you need to specify the name, the template name, the bin account that is a default data center where you will deploy your slice. Send some SSH key and the config file. This config you can put it by in the command line, and also you can use a config file. Okay, this is the most preferred way, because sometimes writing the config in the CLI is not accurate, so you can make some mistake. But now let's use the command lines. It's pretty small, the command. Okay, let's paste it here. So I'm going to instantiate create my network slice instance with the name my first slice using the slice Hackfest NST. That is the name of an NST. I'm going to put the Vin account name. Now I'm going to check what's the name of my data center. If I go to open source MANO UI, open the Vin account. Currently we have two. I'm going to use white cloud 40. Let's put the key here, white cloud 40. Okay. So next thing we need to do, okay, this step is required because I want to allocate the VLD for management in my external network in order to reach the BNF that are contained in the network service and the slice that I'm going to deploy. So if you see the slice VLD management in the slice template, is this one, slice VLD management, where I have all the connection point to the network service connection point management. So this one I want to expose in the external network, and that external network, if I see the network topology, and the name is OSM-ext. So I am going to write here OSM-ext and deploy. So what we're going to do is to instantiate our slice. I had an issue here. Yes. Okay. To separate this a little bit. Okay, we have just instantiated our slice template. If we do OSM NSI list, we will see the progress of the network slice template. Is creating net slice subnets at RO. We can check also the NS list, see how many network service we are being created. So we have 3 in the building state with the current operation instantiating, and also we can see the BNF list. We will have the three BNFs. Okay, so if we check the network topology in OpenStack, then we will have something like this. It's basically the edge connected to one network, and the middle BNF that's currently been building have 3 connection points that connect to the 2 internal networks and the management. Okay, so this is the result, and also we have something like this. So it is the middle BNF connected to data 1, data 2, and the management, the edges. Okay, so we got this result, and this is our first slice already deployed here. Any question till now?
Yes, if we delete the shared NS, how it will we behave? Can we do it after you finish your work?
Sorry, can you repeat? I didn't get it.
We defined one shared network service in this slice. If we
Yes.
is it allowed to delete this shared network service? Because when we tried it, even it's shared, we could delete it, and it's written that it should not be deleted if it is shared. So after this demo, can we delete and check the results, how it's going to be?
Exactly, that's the point of the presentation. At the end, we will destroy this slice and see what happens if there are other slides that have that network slice subnet shared. If the network slice subnet is destroyed or not, or if kept. Okay, this is something that we will see in a few minutes.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, Idris asked about the slice service identification. Yes, currently is it's just this description your network slice template. Idris is something that we are not enforcing yet in the infrastructure. Okay.
The implementation is not available at the moment. Yeah, Felipe, the implementation is not available at the moment, right?
I'm having issues to listen to you, Idris. Can you speak closer to the mic?
The implementation is not yet available. Like, it's not yet, the enforcement of this slice type is still not available.
Yeah, it's in the network slice template, but we are not enforcing that using via OSM.
Is there a technique for this enforcing? Like, is there a plan going on, or is there a solution on how to enforce these things from OSM point of view?
The way that you can do it with OSM and now is if you know the network that have that characteristic that are described in the network slice template, then when you instantiate the network service, you set your VLDs in those networks. It's something that you can do manually. It's not automatically. Okay. Okay. Any other question? Fine. Now what we're going to do is to onboard the second network slice template here in OSM. Okay, and this second network slice template, basically what we have here is two network slice subnet. One is share and is the same that we use it in the beginning. Is the middle network service descriptor, okay, and edge case that is like Hackfest NSD that is not share. So for this particular case, what we will see is, we have this picture. The result should be that the middle BNF will be not instantiated, okay, because it's share, and the edge network service, network slice subnet will be instantiated. So then we will have 4 network slice subnets and the share that is with this network slice template. Okay. So basically, okay, let's instantiate it here. Using so let me add here slicing slice share. Okay. So I don't know if you try to instantiate the slice, please fill this. Okay, nice. Great. Okay. So the next instantiation I'm going to do via this via the GUI. So it's pretty simple. You click here in Instantiate, the name, slice to example. We use white cloud 40, and let's configure here the jam. Base it on, okay. Okay, I can copy this. Okay, copy this to here. Sometimes you have issues here because it have to be a jam. And if you don't, for instance, if you paste this like this, then it will not be correct. So you have to bear in mind that this is a jam file and have to be well spaced. Okay, so I'm going to create this network slice too. And if we go to the network topology, then we will see that only one BNF will be created that is inside the edge network service descriptor. Yeah, it's the one, and will be connected to one of the network. Okay, this is the result that we have here. Is the it is connected to the middle BNF via data 2. This is the network slice template 2. Now is the network slice instance 2 and the network slice instance 1. Okay. And that's it. So do you have any question until now? Next, I'm going to delete the network slice 1 and see what happened. Okay, I'm going to delete net. Oh, let's wait first. Okay. Yes.
Yeah, it's not finished. Now can we check the topology again?
This one?
It's not connected to another network, the red one.
Can you repeat? I can.
Oh, okay.
I didn't get it. Can you repeat your question? I didn't get it. Sorry.
Question. Okay, no problem.
Okay. Any other question? Let's delete this. So it's removing the networks and also the connections and the BNF, and the shared is remains. Okay, and it's not the shared is not deleted. So the network the network slice template will use the network slice subnet from the first instantiation, okay, and the edge from the share. And if it is shared, it will not delete it until the last network slice instant that use the shared network slice subnet is deleted. This is the behavior, okay, of the share. And also is reflected here. So what we had is from this configuration with the NSI, we got deleted everything, but the share remains and the edge. So that's it. Let's delete the last template. The last instance. Any questions? Great. You did it.